Headlines review on Orisu Igbomiro 102.1 FM. Your host is Michael Oluwasegun Leshi, and this morning I will be taking you through some of the biggest and hottest headlines on the front page of The Nation, The Punch newspaper, and the Daily Independent. Now, the boldest headline on the cover of The Nation newspaper this morning says, Government's 48,000 naira offer breaks up new minimum wage talk. Now, you can go get that story on the cover page as well as on page 2 of The Nation newspaper for today, Thursday, the 16th day of May, year 2024. Now moving to some other stories. Building a good society takes time, says Reverend Father Matthew Kuka. Now you can find our story on page 4 of The Nation newspaper for this morning. Now moving to stories regarding the ongoing crisis in Rivers State. Wagu Abe defends Wike's integrity. Now, to find details of this particular headline, you can turn to page 4 of the journal. Now, moving to some other stories. 530 CNG buses for deployment in Lagos, Uyo, Kwara, FCT, others. Now, you can find a story on the cover page, and then it continues on page 2 of the tabloid. Now, next is the Daily Independent newspaper, and it has a similar one to that of The Nation. The boldest headline here says, National minimum wage. Labour pulls out of negotiations over FG's offer of 48,000 naira. Now, there's a writer to that story, says proposal insult on the sensibilities of Nigerian workers. Now, to get further details of that headline, you can pick up the Daily Independent for today and then turn to page 29 and the cover page of the journal to read up on this particular news. Moving to some other economic related stories. Nigeria's inflation rises further to 33.69%, highest in 28 years. Now you can find that story or the report on page 6 of the Daily Independent. Reps disagree step down motion to probe faulty presidential aircraft. Now you can find that story also on the cover page, and then it continues on page 7 of the Daily Independent. Senate asks Tinubu to stop fund allocation to caretaker committee-led local governments. Now, Senate asking President Tinubu to stop fund allocation to caretaker committee-led local governments across the country. Now, you can go get that story on page 29 of the News Journal. Now, we move to the final newspaper for consideration today, and it is The Punch. And there's this heartwarming report here that says Tinubu to tackle power outages with 2 gas plants. Now, that report can be found on page 20 of The Punch. Western democracy model not working for Nigeria. That's according to former President Olusegun Obasanjo. Western democracy model not working for Nigeria. That's according to former President Olusegun Obasanjo. Autopsy failed to reveal cause of Mohbad's death. Autopsy failed to reveal cause of Mohbad's death. That's according to a pathologist. And the story can be found on page 4 and 5 of the Punch newspaper for today. Emefiele implemented Naira swap without Buhari's approval. Now that's according to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. So you can find that report on page 7 of the Punch newspaper. Now with this headline, it is a convenient point to draw the curtain on today's edition of OIFM Newspaper Headlines Review. Join us tomorrow for another episode. Do stay blessed.